Hey guys, welcome to the Dusty's Comics and Collectibles official YouTube channel. My name is Dustin, aka Dusty, and I own a small business. We're based just south of St. Louis, and I started last August selling comic books, sports collectibles, pop culture collectibles, comic themed items, sports cards, you name it. Started doing some local shows and doing some internet sales, and we wanted to dip our feet into the water on YouTube. So this is our first official video. So if you're seeing this, welcome to the channel. Check out our YouTube shorts. I'm going to be uploading shorts hopefully every day. Trying to get as much content out there as possible. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I hope you stick around. And today we're going to be going over some PSA graded cards that I have in my collection, just as a little introductory to who I am and what I like to collect. So I have my cards over here on my workstation. We're going to go through them and just basically see what I've been up to collecting recently. Going to hopefully get a lot more here in the future, and we'll make some more content on that going forward. But like I said, I hope you guys like what we do here. Please feel free to stick around, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, so we have our BCW graded card box, and inside of this, I thought I had it unlocked already. Inside this, I have my slabs that I'm collecting so far, and then I have a couple of cards that are in top loaders or one touches that I'm just keeping for my personal collection. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and go through the slabs themselves. So for me personally, everything that I have is alphabetized by player last name. So baseball is primarily the sport that I've collected my entire life, and I've started to get more into basketball and football and some other fields as we go. But baseball has always been my biggest sport that I've collected in terms of cards. And my favorite player of all time is Jim Edmonds. So a lot of my personal collection right off the bat is Edmonds rookies, early Jim Edmonds cards. These are all just cards that I've picked up just from local, either local card shows. I don't think I've gotten any of these off eBay or anything like that. But Jim Edmonds is definitely somebody who I love to collect. He's my personal collection from the baseball side. I have a lot of ungraded cards of Edmonds, so anytime I see a Jim Edmonds card out in the wild that's graded, I try to pick it up. We have the 89 Topps traded Kenny Griffey Jr. card. This was one that I actually picked up at the National. When we went to the National Card Show when it was in Chicago back in, I guess it was 2021. This was a card that I was looking for. So I got my Ken Griffey Jr. 1989 Topps traded. Some other cards that I have next alphabetically. This is the oldest card that I have in my collection. It is a 1933 Gowdy. This is a Bill Hallahan card. It's a 2.5 on the PSA, but like I said, it is the oldest card that I have in my collection, and I truly love it. I do have a couple of Bryce Harper cards, so early 2011 Bowman Chrome Prospects card of Bryce, and then the 2013 Topps Chrome Gold Cup card. And you guys will notice like a lot of the cards that I have are not necessarily Gem Mint 10s. Number one, it's cheaper, but these are just, if they're cards that I found out in the wild, they're found on eBay and they're a good deal, I just can't pass it up. Not to say that I don't have 10s in some of these stacks, but you may just see some of them that aren't. This is a card that I got personally graded in my first ever PSA submission. This was one of the cards that I included. It's a 58 Topps Stan Musial All-Star card. This is one that I had bought at a local card show. So I've had it for a long time, and I obviously wanted to get it graded. Another card that I found at a local show, 1959 Topps Musial 3000th hit card. And then a recent pickup, I have the Shohei Ohtani 2018 update to 9. This is the pitching variant rookie card. And then in that first ever PSA submission, Fernando Tatis Jr. Topps Chrome. This did get a Gem Mint 10. Tatis is one of the other guys that I collect in my PC, and while his cards have taken quite a bit of a dip, I still have a ton of them that are not graded. And then my other stack here, I've recently started. I've always been a big sports fan. I used to work in professional sports in the sporting goods industry, so I've always been a fan of other sports outside of baseball. I've always been a fan of the NFL. RIP to my St. Louis Rams. Basketball, obviously I've known about basketball, and I know the big names in basketball, and I've watched basketball. But being from St. Louis, we don't necessarily have a team here, so it's a little bit hard to get into the NBA and a little bit into basketball, a little bit more than some of the other sports that we have here, baseball, hockey, and we had football. But that's not preventing me from starting to collect. So I did recently pick up this 2007 Topps Kevin Durant 1957 and 1958 variation rookie card on a mint 9 at one of our shows here in town. I also picked up this LeBron James high school hard court floor from 2003 Upper Deck. I'd never seen this card before, and I did get it. It was 25 bucks. It's a 7 on the grade, but it was a really cool card that I saw in one of our local card shops here in St. Louis that I wanted to get, and it has a piece of the floor from his high school, which is pretty cool. One of my favorite cards that I owned, and I've had this for a few years, the 1990 Fleer Michael Jordan. This one's graded an 8, but just one of those cards that it's just an iconic Jordan card with him dunking, tongue is out. It's just an all-time classic card. I did get this one at the National. We went back in 2021, 1994 Birmingham Barons Michael Jordan baseball card when he tried his hand at baseball. I always thought that was a fun card to have. Recently picked this up at the same show as the Kevin Durant, the 1998 Topps Chrome Jordan. That light makes it hard for these chromes. But basically, Jordan hitting the jump shot back to back. And then recently got this 2023 Donruss Optic Victor Wembanyama in the mint 9. Wemby's obviously the chase for a lot of people right now, so I wanted to go ahead and pick up one of his cards just to hold on to for a while. And then some of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL, I got a Joe Burrow Mosaic rookie in the mint 9, Gem mint 10 2022 Prism Red Sparkle Justin Herbert, and then we have the 2023 CJ Stroud Mosaic Reactive Blue in the Gem Mint 10. And then a couple of the other cards that I have here are Pokemon. My wife's family is very big into Pokemon, so our son is into it. I've gotten into it as well. So I have another one of my favorite cards, the 2014 Pikachu promo, where he's wearing the Charizard hoodie, basically, and then a 1999 Jungle Wigglytuff Hollow, just something that we picked up from the local TCG shop that we support. So that is it for all of my graded cards. Not a huge collection to compare to a lot of people's by any means, and I'll never say that. But at the end of the day, collecting a lot of cards that I like, having fun doing it. Gonna fill this thing up and hopefully get a little bit of a bigger case that has more rows, and we'll keep going. But as of now, we're getting a decent collection running. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks for watching the first video, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.